Design, and this is our Make and Take Tuesday tutorial. Today we're going to work with a collection that I'm so excited. I've been waiting to find time to work with this. This is Graphic 45's Let It Be collection, and I just, you know me, I love anything with bees and honey, so I had to get this collection. I have a fun little design in mind. I'm not sure exactly where we're going, but we're going to enjoy the ride. So I have to work with today the ephemera assortment, the journal and tag cards, some stickers, chipboard. I pulled a few pieces of the 8x8 paper. So I've got Busy Bee, Be My Honey, Queen Bee, Life is Beautiful, and Let It Be. And then from the patterns and solids, I got this yellow and black stripe, this lovely little vine and berry print, and then this all over print with the beehives and such. So you're also going to need, I pulled some gold cardstock and some pieces of black cardstock and the Graphic 45 square black tags, and then the square tag dies. So you might also need some foam tape, a scoring tool, your adhesive of choice, and I'll be back in just a minute and we'll get this tutorial started. For starters, I want you to cut a 6" by 3 5/8 inch piece of black cardstock. Then put this on your scoring tool, and I want you to score it at 1 inch, and then go over 1/4 inch, then score a 1/2 and a 1/2, then 1/4, then a 1/2, then a 1/2, then 1/4, then a 1/2, then a 1/2, then 1/4. So you're going to be at 1, 1 1/4, 1 3/4, 2 1/4, 2 1/2, 3, 3 1/2, 3 3/4, 4, 4 1/2, 5. All right. Then come over here where the 2 1/2 inch are together and pinch those together and burnish those down. And we're making a little tabbed, skip the 1/4 inch, pinch the 1/2 inches together. Skip the 1/4 inch and pinch the 1/2 inch together. So you can see we've got 3 little tabs here. All right, and just burnish those down. And I like to do them in both directions because that way I know they will turn nicely. Okay, so now come in with some adhesive. Some people use score tape. I find my Dry's Clear adhesive works just fine. And I'm going to put adhesive in between each of those 2 1/2 inch pieces. And I'm just going to pinch them together. Okay. So now you've got this little tab dude that looks like this. And just checking the back to make sure that I need to put a little more adhesive in here because you want these to be glued together well. Okay. So now we're going to take our little mechanism and we're going to attach it to 2 square black tags. And you're just going to put your adhesive, and you can see I have this tag so that the back side of the grommet is up, and this tag so that the front side of the grommet is up. That is so that the finished grommet shows on the front of the album and then also inside the album. So we just glue that down, and you can see how I lined this up right along the edge of my tag. See? And then you're just going to do the same thing over here. Put your adhesive on the back. And you can use score tape if you like. And you want to try to get these even so that your little book will be straight. So I'm just going to bring in my designer ruler. Okay. And I just lined, you can see how I lined this up. Now make sure on the back that you're straight. And there we have it, this cute little folio. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Now what you can do is take your designer paper and you want to cut 4 liners, 1 for each of these panels. Before we glue our tags on the front and the back, go ahead and cut a 4 1/4 by, I don't know, it's about 3, it is 3 5/8. Score this at 1.5 inches, fold, score 1 1/4 inches, and then you've got these little flaps, and this is going to cover up our spine area. So I'm going to start by putting my adhesive right on my spine. This is going to strengthen the spine, and it's also going to cover up where we did our little tabs. So lay this over that, just like that. Look how cute that is. And then come in here and place your adhesive on the little tabs. On the front and on the back. Okay. There we go. So now we can come in and on the back, I'm going to put this stripy piece down. Just like this. This is our back cover. This one is our front cover. And you can choose whatever paper you like. This is just what I thought would be cute for the okay. Well, that's pretty much adorable. So go into your stash before you glue the inside liner piece. And take a 12-inch piece, this is about 12 inches, score it at 1/2, score it at 4 1/2, score it at 8 1/2, and then accordion fold it so that your flap is on the left. Then take your flap, put adhesive on the back side of your flap, and you're going to glue, whoops, I put it on the wrong side. All right. Glue this flap down right up against the edge. Then come in with your liner. And what you're going to do with the liner is cover up that little hinge. Just like this. And I'm just going to wipe up that little bit of glue. There we go. So now this will fold in like this. And you've got a fun little pull-out page here. And then you've got your covers all done. All right? Okay, so you're going to line your little pull-out mechanism with 4 3 7/8 by 3.5 inch pieces of this gold paper and 2 3 1/4 by 3.5. So it opens this way and it opens this way. Now we need to make a closure mechanism. So go into your queen bee paper and find this Be Yourself, Be Kind. Cut this little piece out. This is from the 8 by 8. Fold it in half and place half of it behind your whole mechanism. And then for this piece, bring in some magnets. And we're going to put this right here. And that was our positive, so now we're going to pull out our negative. Okay, so now I can put my negative on the top. And I'm going to go ahead and glue the back half of this in. So line this up where you want it to be. Okay, so now you can take the sticky part off of your negative magnet and press that in place. And so now you've got this little closure that will hold that, keep it from flapping around in the breeze. Okay, so like that. And then there's this down here. We'll cover that up with something so that it doesn't show, but that's really cute. All right, the next thing we're going to do is add our tag pages. So from your tag album, take out 3 more black tags. And I want you to place adhesive, whatever one you want to work with, on the front of each of your little tabs. And then just glue your tag in. Don't go quite all the way down to the score line. Leave yourself about 1/8 of an inch or even 1/16 of an inch. You'll find that the pages turn much more easily if you do that. And you want to try to line these all up so that they are in line with your covers. I'm trying to do this so you can see, but it's tricksy. All right. Okay. I think the way to do this is to start at the back. Were you yelling at me? Start at the back. There we go. This way you can line them up and you can actually see what you're doing. What a novel idea. Okay. Just try to make sure we're lined up. All right, that's pretty darn good. So then just go ahead and burnish these so that they turn. They want to turn freely. Sometimes you have to loosen that little spine mechanism up a little bit. All right. So then you're going to go ahead and cut covers using your square tag die. And I cut hole covers first for the fronts. And I'll show you, I use those 8x8 patterns that we had pulled at the beginning. So go ahead and put these pages in. And then let's put this floral page in the middle. All right, there we go, that's better. And then the last page, I've got another sunflower page. So because this die is actually about 4 3/4 inch wide, you can't quite get 2 full pieces out of each sheet, but I'll show you what I did. First, where'd I put my die? Okay, so first I went through and I cut tops. You can see, I just laid this on my paper where I wanted to cut a top. And then I went through and I cut bottoms. And this way I can cover an entire piece. So I'm going to put my queen bee one on this back page, and I'm going to put the bottom piece down first. I left the branding strip on, but you're not going to see that. It's going to be just fine. So we put that down first. And then this is the top that I cut out. And that goes right over it. Okay. Then flip this. For this one, let's use this floral piece on the, let's put our bottom piece down first. And I'm going to use the red side just because I want contrast between this page and this page. Oops. And I'm going to put the red down on the bottom here. For the same reason, just to kind of break things up. So see, now you've got this little pullout. You've got your 3 pages, and then on the back, I'm probably going to put in a little pocket with some sort of little treat. But that's the basics. You'll want to wrap this probably with ribbon as a closure, but now you can just go ahead and decorate this however you want to decorate it. That's the basics for the mechanisms. So I'm not going to drag that out. Here, of course, you'll cut pieces to cover up your little pages. So this is 3 1/4. I'll go to 3 1/8. Sorry, I go down 1/8 of an inch to line these. But you can do whatever you want to do. You'll want to take a little border piece of some sort or a sticker to cover up your magnet piece here. and I'll come back and show you how I finish it. I just don't have time to do a whole step-by-step tutorial, but this shows you how to build the base for this adorable little tag folio. Really, really fun, and you can use whatever paper collection you like. So I'm going to get busy decorating mine, and I'll come back and show you what I've done. All right, guys, here it is all finished. I thought you might like to see how I did mine and give you some ideas for yours. But this is Reneabouquets Printed Beautiful board and one of her lovely bees. And this honeycomb in the background is also Reneabouquets. So I just dressed up the front with that, added some of these little birdie flowers. You can see here's the ribbon closure, and you want to put that down before you do anything else because all the elements help hold that in place. I found a little bee charm. Here's a piece of the Be Yourself chipboard from the collection. And then on the spine, I put another piece of chipboard down. I made kind of a little burlap string tassel and then a little dangle charm up at the top with a sunflower and a clock and a bee, and then just put this little bee sticker on the back. So the inside turned out really cute. I think you're gonna like it. Here's our little flip folio page. I put it, this is Reneabouquets. These are her, I forget what she calls these, candy maybe? I don't know. I'll link in the description. So here's our magnetic clasp, and then this pulls out, and this is a pocket with an ephemera card. This is an ephemera card that I turned into a pocket by adding gussets to it. This is a little flip out page, so you could put a little photo here and write something there. Here's a little tip-in page, so you could do a little photo here. And then here's a cute little pocket with a little folded image. And then on the back side, I've got another photo spot. Just simple but cute, so cute. I love how this little guy turned out. Then our first tag page, I took this die cut and I just added my adhesive on the points of it and turned it into a pocket, and then tucked this cut apart from the 8x8 in there, and then added these little bits from Reneabouquets. This page, I just die cut the, I don't know, I guess it's a doily. Added a Reneabouquet bee, and then a die cut piece in there, and I love how this looks. Here's another little tip-in page, and what I did was I covered the front with another one of these little images. Here's the clock with a bee inside it, and then just a little Reneabouquets. And what I did on these backs where I had to join the two pieces of paper, I put a border piece in where the union is so that you can't tell that, I mean, this just looks really cohesive. It just finishes it. Here's a little flip up with a pocket. You could put a gift card in there if you wanted to. And then this is just a little tuck spot with some images from the 8x8 and a die cut. That is the prettiest die cut. I just love it. So these live in here. And then over here, I made just a little mini waterfall page. So you could put teeny tiny photos here. And then for the pocket here, I'm just gonna tuck in a tea bag and hope that it fits because, yeah, I think it's just barely gonna fit, which is gonna be tight, but I think it'll do it. So that's really it. It's just such a cute, fun little gift. You could do this in any paper collection for any occasion, but I think it's happy done up in this paper. And if you have a bee lover, this is a great gift. So anyway, that's it for me, Kathy Clement, Kathy by Design. That's our Tuesday tutorial. Please give this a like. I'd love to hear your comments. And if you haven't subscribed, I'd love to have you along for the journey. All right, guys, go get your craft done. Bye.